Good morning! It's a Wednesday at mag-vlog ako ngayon kasi ngapag yung ano ko. Wait lang Ayan, meron kaming seminar later. Parenting seminar sa church namin. Tapos, suot ko na ngayon yung uniform ng mga ushers. Ayan. Go serve! Ayan siya. Punta na ako sa bus station. Hey guys! Good evening! Nakapang-uniform na kami ni Christian. Pumunta kami dun sa ka-churchmate namin. Sunduin namin sila. Kasi may mga dalang materials. Punta na kami. Basahin store. Tignan nyo.
Annyeong, kuya.
Hello.
Dito ako sa kotse na antay ko si Christian. Umakyat siya. Kasi nagpapatulong silang may mga bubuhatin kasing mga box. Materials yun para sa dun sa seminar. So, ayun. Malapit lang do sa office namin. 7:30 pa yung seminar Ano pa lang? 6:15. So, ayun. Magtataglamig na dito. Kasi nagsa-sandstorm na Tapos, bago talaga magpalit ng weather, ulan pa yan. Ganyan. So, malamig na naman. Yay! Lagi gamit nga sa akin yung yung humidifier ngayon sa gabi pag natutulog kami. Kasi gawa nung sinus ko na naman, di na naman ako makahinga pag natutulog. Nandito na yung mga gamit. Tingnan nyo punong-puno hanggang dun yan sa likod. Ang dami palang box. Guys, tingnan nyo ang shala. Ito yung yung nag-basketball si Christian sa company nila. Tapos nag-first place sila. Pero parang lang tumahal no? Parang price nyo talaga. Kasi player kayo. Yun. Ito, hadiya. Ibig sabihin yan, gift yan. Sa Arabic.
Ganun ba? Hindi ko alam yun.
Hindi mo alam.
Ano yan?
Hadiya, gift.
Hadiya.
Parang pasalubong, parang ganun. Tapos, binigyan sila nito card na may lamang sabihin ko ba? 800 dirham. So, magkano din yun? Times 13, 15 yun na lang.
Mga 10 din.
Mga 10,000 pesos din yun. Dahil lang naglaro siya sa company niya. So, ayan. Pwede namin siyang swipe, di ba, mahal? Kahit saan. Tapos, yun nga lang. Hindi nga daw pwedeng withdrawin. Talagang swipe lang siya. Ayan siya. Ang shala. What more pa kaya mahal kung kayo nag-champion, no? Baka mas malaki pa yung Ba't ayaw mo mag-focus? Ayaw niya mag-focus.
Buti na lang pala, hindi kami sa St. Joseph bumaba. Medyo malayo pala siya. Kasi daw, sakit-sakit na daw ng ulo niya. Hindi kasi siya.
Snacks!
Welcome, Brother Edric Mendoza, Sister Joy Mendoza.
Can you hear me without the mic?
No.
Oh, better with the mic.
Better.
Okay, I want to know who's in the house. How many of you have children 0 to 0? Ibig sabihin newborn, okay? Hindi yung walang bata. How many of you have children 0 to about 5 years old? Wow, perfect. Look at the higher, raise it up, 0 to 5 years old. Look at the person here and say perfect.
Perfect!
This is for you. All right, 6 to 10. How many of you have 6 to 10 years old? All right, good. 6 to 10. 11 to 13. Ayan na. All right. 14 to 18. Ayan. Okay. You have children who are already working. Raise your hands. Working. You have children working. Ayan. Okay. So, okay. Sir, ba't pa kayo nandito? Okay na mag-lecture sa akin. Okay. Anybody here have more than 5 kids? Wala. Anybody with 5 kids? 3 to 5 kids? 3 to 5? Wow. No, 3 to 5. Alright, how many kids? 3. 4 kids, 4 to 5. Years of experience parenting. We have 13 years. So I'll be honest in saying that our experience is not so much the credibility behind this message. It would be the messenger or the designer of the message that is actually going to give you credibility. Ergo, God and His words. Is that okay? So we're going to talk about that, and we're just going to be messengers today with our 5 kids and our crazy experiences. And if you've been following the political scene globally, sa Pilipinas, medyo, the last time we were here in February, wala pa yung bagong presidente natin. May bago na tayong presidente, di ba? Some people like him, some people don't like him. I don't know what you think, but that's not what we're going to talk about. But as that political climate got interesting in the Philippines, and even up to this day, it's been very interesting in the Philippines. There's been even more interesting news because in the US, they also have a new president, and he's been quite interesting as well. President-elect Trump. As the elections were wrapping up and finalizing themselves in the US, there was a statement made which I think helps set the tone for what we will talk about today in parenting. This guy named Wayne Cordero said this, and I love it. He said, "What's more important than what's happening in the White House or in Malacanang is what's happening in your house." Mga kaibigan, how is your house? And I love this statement because as a Philippine parenting plan, we now remember roles. We need to show our spouse we love them first in order for us to show we love our children. If you're with your husband or wife right now, please hold their hands. Don't squeeze it. Look at them in the eyes and say, "I love you, sweetie baby." The roles of marriage, husband, wife, it says be subject to one another. Can you say one another? What does that mean? That means that as Paul delivers this message about the roles, the posture we must have is, I am in this marriage to serve my spouse. Whether I am the husband or the wife, we are to serve one another. Are you with me? Having said that, Paul sets the stage, all right? It's not about who is better than the other. It is about serving the other person. This is how we now serve. For the woman, wives, what does it say? Be subject. So this word is to women. You may know this if you've been with CCF for a while. It's to submit. It's to be able to be a helpmate. And my wife will talk about that as I finish off my portion. For the gentleman, what is the way we are to serve our spouse? If the wife is to be submissive, to respect, to be a helpmate, for the gentleman, for the men, it is to be the head. Gentlemen, say head. Head. All right, so having said that, JC and Bing, right? I want to make sure I get the right spouses here, all right? So JC will not say, "Bing, you better be a good COO or else I will not be a good CEO." And vice versa. Bing will not say, "JC, magpa-CEO ka muna bago ako maging COO." Let's make it applicable. You know what? My wife's not cooking a good meal for me every day. And I know she knows that. She should be doing that for her home. So, Bob, hindi ako uwi. Sige, late na ako uwi. And because she's not doing her role, I'm not going to do mine. I'm going to show you some math that makes absolutely no sense. So do not quote me as a financial planner in stating this, but it makes absolute spiritual sense. 100 plus 100 equals 100. As a husband, I will do the best I can to fulfill my role, even if my wife is not doing her role. 100%. Wife, I will be the best wife, fulfilling my role to the best of my ability, regardless of whether my husband is doing his. 100%.
Well, after my husband explains the men's role, the husband's role, because we realize that the husbands really have a big responsibility. And in order to accomplish God's purpose for our family, our husbands really need us to be their strong supporter, their helpmate. And the word for helpmate in the Bible, in Genesis, is really, it means a life giver alongside a strong supporter. So when I first got married, I did not understand this. I grew up in a home where my parents loved God. My mom was very submissive, very respectful towards my father. But you see, it's not genetic. And when I got married, when we were dating in the dating stage, both of us best foot forward, so we didn't really see each other's flaws. And then we got married, and our first year of marriage was like HELL. We really had so much conflict. We had personality differences, and I thought that I had married Prince Charming. But, you know, he really is Prince Charming. But he had some personality quirks that really annoyed me, and I would get so frustrated with him, and it was very hard for me to be submissive. So everything I would question. If he was driving, he was turning somewhere, I would say, do you know where you're going? Is this the right way? How do you know? You know, and if he would give me some information, honey, do you know that blah blah blah? I'd be like, is that accurate? Where'd you get your information? Did you research that? From what site? And I would just challenge everything he would say. And so I really was not a supportive wife. And I didn't make him feel like I trusted in his leadership. So God really convicted me. God told me, you know what? Your problem is you want to submit to somebody who's perfect, and you think that you have nothing wrong with yourself. But you have many things wrong with yourself that you need to change. So stop focusing on your husband, and you look at your own life, and you focus on the areas that you need to improve on.
I'm like, I own EDSA. So I go in front of the bus, I go this side, and I roll down the